What's up, guys? Welcome back. So on my Instagram the other day, I posted a poll on what do you guys want to be the next video. Do you want it to be either a thrift vlog or a video about abs? Because that's probably one of the most frequently asked questions that I get from people is, how do I build 6-pack abs, 8-pack abs? How do I just get abs? Well, for starters, everyone has abs underneath whatever it is you got going on, right? But there are two little disclaimers before I even show you my favorite ab exercises, which I would recommend. You don't have to restrict yourself to those. Those are just my favorites. Like I said before and time again on this channel, I work out at home. I haven't hit the gym since quarantine. But you know what? I can give you guys a few that you can do with stuff at the gym as well. Some interesting things. So for starters, number one, I've already made a video about this, and it's about getting your body fat to a lower percentage, your overall body fat lower. That is really what's really gonna actually show your abs. It's gonna be more visible, right? You trim it, blah, just like when you trim a piece of meat, right? It just becomes so much more evident how much lean meat you actually have. So with that being said, getting to a lower body fat is essential. All these other workouts and ab exercises, they're just like the cherry on top, the icing on the cake. If I'm being very honest with you, you can train abs every day if you'd like. It's not gonna make much of a difference if your body fat percentage, if you don't get it down. If you don't get it down, that's step number one. So once we get it down and lower, there's another factor that'll come into play, and that is how strong your core is and working on core strength. So just like every other muscle, strengthening that muscle is directly correlated with the muscle size, just like how I train, progressive overload. Now, how often should you train abs and what ab exercises you should do? Well, for starters, one of my favorites that I'll show you guys right now is my hanging knee raises alternating from side to side. I really like that one. I get to hit both sides. You can, if you even want, hit one in the middle while you're transitioning. I used to do that too, but it's a really simple exercise, and I hit that probably at the end of every one of my workouts. And you guys remember, I only work out 3 times per week. Anything more than that is really kind of overdoing it for strength training at the very least. And that's one thing, you know, I went over in that video, but I'll touch upon here. If you're training 5 days a week, like consecutively, and you're not seeing the results that you want in the gym, there's a reason for that. Because your body needs, at the very least, 48 hours to recuperate. Your central nervous system, that's just science. So if you overtrain, you're not gonna see those gains that you want. You're gonna see them eventually at a much slower rate. And if you just take the time to hit harder workouts less frequently throughout the week, like what I do 2 upper body days and then 1 lower body day, it'll make all the difference. That's the Kino Body method, as I went in that video. I'll leave that video link in the description for you guys in case you guys are interested in that. Go check it out. It's a really informative video, and I go into depth as to how to do all that and how to get to a lower body fat and how to go about that and the approaches. But getting back to the abs, once we get that lower body fat and we incorporate that training, and of course you can train, you don't have to wait till you get to a lower body fat to start training abs. You can do those simultaneously. But what I'm saying, in correlation to the results you'll get, you're not gonna start seeing them until your body fat composition starts getting lower. You're training abs, your core strength is coming up, and boom. So with those alternating side to sides, another one is you can be hanging and then you can bring your legs up one at a time, boom. Those are really good for a burnout. Maybe if you go at it for like 30 seconds, as many as you can or something like that. Those are really nice. I like those. There's a couple from laying flat that I like to do. So I have this one where it's just standard. I'm just laying flat there on my back and I'm just bringing my legs up, boom at a 90-degree angle, and I'm coming back. But I'm really keeping that movement controlled. I'm not swinging my legs or anything. It's a very controlled movement, and I am really squeezing that core. For a bunch of these exercises, you really want to engage your core as best as you can, because if you don't, you're only cheating yourself. And there's ways to cheat, like even with the side to side one. You can swing your legs aggressively, and that's basically cheating. But you know, you want closer chained controlled movements. And you're gonna see better results that way, and you're gonna be doing it correctly, right? So another one that I got is basically like these bikes. You're basically like riding a bike while you're laying flat. Those, I like to do those. Those are really, really nice. Those really engage the core. But you wanna incorporate these maybe at the end of your workout, or if maybe you can even train abs on your off days. Maybe you don't even want to incorporate that on your regular basis, and you want to train abs at home, and you happen to go to the gym and you don't even want to bother with abs at the gym because you just want to go over there, get your shit done, and get the hell out. That's respectable. Just know, like I said, with that central nervous system thing, you don't, even your abs, you don't want to overtrain. You don't want to overtrain. But if you want to get stronger core strength wise, which, like I keep saying, it's only going to help you, here's an exercise that you can try at the gym. So if you take one of those chain belts, not the ones that you use to deadlift, but the ones with the chain and the hook, right? If you take say you want to start small, right? Say you take a 10 or a 25 pound weight, you attach it around, boom, boom, you bring it back, but you attach it around enough times that it's not dangling as if you were doing, weighted pull-ups or weighted, what are these called? Dips, weighted dips, right? I lost the word there for a second. You want it to where it's right on your quads, that weight, so that when you're hanging, all that weight is forced on your quads. And no, it's not working your quads. Well, it kind of is indirectly, but you're using your core to bring your legs up when you're doing those leg raises. And that form of training is just like how you would address any other muscle. If you happen to have, access to weights anywhere, right? You're not just gonna take the bar and start doing a bench press. You're gonna add weight to it. So just like that, and you do that, why? You want to get stronger and you want to build that muscle. So your core, it's a muscle, so you want to train it like any other muscle. So you want to use strength training. So I would recommend, maybe you say you take the 25s, right? You take the 25s for a ride. You go bam, bam, bam. Say you knock out 12. I would say maybe try 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps if you can. If you can do more than that, try to find a weight that you can do that's like, damn, 10 to 12. That really just killed me. And then maybe try maybe 2 or 3 minutes rest in between. Or if you really want to go crazy, maybe a minute. And yeah, those are really good. I used to do those. I would have shown you guys that, but I happen to have lost my belt. I can't find it anywhere. I recently moved, so I'm guessing it got kind of lost in translation there. So I don't know. So sorry I couldn't show you guys that, but I'm pretty sure I'm painting a good picture and you guys know what I mean. So as time goes on, you would like to increase that weight on it. I started off with the 25, worked up to the 45, and then I even started using a 45 on top of a 25 with that exercise. So those are really, really good. And that's the reason why I just love knees to chest, knees to chest. Those are always great, always fantastic. Speaking of knees to chest, another really, really good exercise that you can perform is while laying flat anywhere at home is you're bringing your knees to your chest, but you're bringing your chest to your knees. So it's not regular. You're kind of like this. This is your leg. These are your knees. These are your chest, and you're kind of meeting there in the middle and continuously going at it. And I really, really, really like that one, especially for the burnout. You will burn out so quickly with that exercise. And those are just, guys, a couple of my favorite exercises. Like I said, you don't have to limit yourself to any of these at all whatsoever. If you like to train abs this way or that way, it's perfectly fine. But the fact of the matter is that you start building core strength as well as working on getting to a lower body fat, because I can't stress that enough. You can do all the ab workouts you want in the world. You don't get yourself to a lower body fat, they're not going to be that visible. Granted, once you lower that body fat, they're going to become more visible. And once they start becoming more visible, because your body fat is lowering overall, your overall percentage, mind you. And no, you can't target fat. You can't you can't be like, oh, what do I do to eliminate fat in my belly area or in my legs? We all have different fat patterns. We all do. So you might hold a little more fat somewhere else than from where you want to lose fat at. You know, I hold a lot of fat, me personally, I hold a lot of fat in my legs. And so once I start getting leaner, my legs will be the last thing to go. And what happens with that is you're gonna get to a lower body fat, and you might end up being like, I know my body fat is lower. I can feel it, I see it, I know for a fact, I've weighed myself. And my ab area, it's still a little fuzzy. It's not as I want it to be. That might be because you're holding a little more fat, just you personally, and there's nothing you can really do to change that, where you hold fat more, but that just might be you. You might hold a lot more fat in your belly area, and you're gonna have to get your body fat percentage even lower for those results to start showing. Like I said, that might be the last thing to go. You know, your belly fat, that might be the last thing to go. So it's all about getting really, really lean. And it might be a little frustrating in that regard, but that's why I bring up the strength training, because as it lowers, the stronger your core is, the more their abs will show. So I've been ranting out for quite a while right now. I just wanted to make this a short video because you guys had requested it, and I hope you guys find this information valuable. Like I said, if you guys want to check out that how to get to a lower body fat video, I'll leave the link right down there in the description. Click on it. It's a good video. I took a little bit of time to make it, and I really go into depth the strategies, how you should go about doing that, not necessarily what food you should eat, but the strategies. Just go check out the video for all of that stuff. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing great. We are also almost at 100 subscribers. I think I checked last night. We're like 1 subscriber away from 100 subscribers. So that's great. That's a huge milestone. I started this channel maybe 2 months ago. Maybe 3 months ago. All right, well, we'll say 3 months for argument's sake. So I really do appreciate the support you guys have been giving me rather, doing. But I would like to get more feedback from you guys on what kind of videos you would like to see, what topics you'd like to be discussed, just what you want to see, because ultimately I work for you guys. You guys are my boss, and my job is to bring value to you guys. Section below, let me know if you like videos like this, what kind of videos you want to see. It really helps me out so I can bring you guys what it is that you want. The more information I have, the better I can deduce how to go about things to bring you the best value, the viewer. And I appreciate every single one of you. Let's get to 100 subscribers. Let's get to 200, 1,000, a million one day, hopefully. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end of this video. And like I said, that other video link is in the description. I know you guys will want to check that out. There's a lot of value there. Please check it out. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff, so I can continue to do these videos for you guys. I love you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, it's a lifestyle. Bye.